Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Paust here. I have another non-fictional book. It's called Amazing Animal Defense. Bubbling Drool. Gross Possums. Now, this is cool because it's very similar to the story we just read about that fish that has goo come out of its body as a defense. So this is the possum. And the possum is an animal that we can see outside of our house and run into quite often. So, since this is a nonfiction book, we're going to be talking about context clues and how it's going to help us with our reading. Oh, the hagfish. That's what I was saying about. Okay. So, here we got the table of contents. Now, I want you to tell me, what is the purpose of the table of contents? That's right. The table of contents is helping us locate information quickly. So if we just want to start the book off with danger, we'll open to page 4, no problem. But let's say we're looking for specific information like playing dead. We want to know how the possum plays dead. Then we're going to go to page 8. Or we're curious about their babies. So we go to teeny tiny babies on page 14. So table of contents is very important because it tells the reader where to find information quickly. All right, looking at this page here, we start off with giant bold-faced orange letters that says danger. Now, what is that called? Correct, that's the heading. And what does the heading do for the reader? Yes, it tells us what we're about to read. So we know that this section is called danger. Danger! A possum waddles into the backyard. It doesn't see the dog resting under a tree until the pooch rushes towards the small animal. The scared possum flops on its side and drool starts to bubble out of its nose. It doesn't move, not even when the dog sniffs it. The opossum is pretending to be dead. So that's one of their defenses right there, is pretend to be dead. Now, if we look at this red circle here, what is that called? Yes, it's called the caption. And what does the caption tell the reader? What the picture is about. Excellent job. When someone is pretending to be dead, they are playing possum. The person is acting the same way a possum does when it is in danger. All right, real quickly, we got acting tough in bold-faced letters. Yellow bold-faced letters. What is that called? The heading. Good. And what does the heading teach us? We're about to learn. So it's acting tough. Now, I'm looking at the paragraph here, and I notice a couple words are in darker bold. The word predator, snarls, and growl. Now, these words, the reason they're bold-faced here is for later on in the story. When we get to the glossary will have definition of words that we were introduced in the text, and it'll tell us a little more about what that word means. So that's why those words are bold-faced. All right, let's get into it. Acting tough. When facing a predator, a possum has a few ways to stay safe. It might climb a tree or a fence. If the possum can't get away, it tries to scare its enemy. It snarls and it shows its 50 sharp teeth. A possum may also hiss, growl, or screech to make itself seem scary. So on these 2 pages, we found out, the defense mechanism of the possum is first to play dead, so the animal will leave it alone. And then now we find out that it also hiss, almost like a cat, or growl like a dog, or screech like an owl. So he has all these defenses to keep himself safe. All right, we got this big pink circle. What is it called? And how does it help the reader? Yes, it is a caption and it talks about the picture. Great horned owls, dogs, foxes, and coyotes all hunt possums. So now we hear these are the predators. Owls can get them, dogs, foxes, coyotes. All right, now we got yellow boldface words called playing dead. What is it? And how does it help the reader? It's the heading and tells us what we're about to read. Good job. So I know I'm going to learn about playing dead now. Excellent. Okay. Playing dead. If all other tricks fail, a possum falls onto its side. Its curled up body becomes stiff and its tongue hangs out of its mouth. The animal's breathing slows down. Sometimes a possum might even use a bathroom or squirt a smelly green liquid from its tush. Yuck. All right, what is that red circle and how does it help the reader? Yes, it's a caption and tells about the picture. An opossum cannot control playing dead. When scared, its body stiffens by itself. Wow. It's not even making that choice. All right. Is it safe? While playing dead, a possum doesn't move, even if an enemy pokes or bites it. The little animal stays still until the predator gives up and goes away. Why does this work? Most predators won't eat an animal that's already dead. After a while, the possum gets up. If there's any sign of danger, it flops over again. A scared possum could be struck playing dead for up to 4 hours. Wow, he's really committing to it. A cozy home. During the day, possums don't worry about danger. They stay safe in their dens. Now, I see the word dens is like highlighted, so I know that's going to be a word in our glossary. Like, if we didn't know what the word den means, later in the story, it's going to tell us and give us more details. They stay safe in their dens. These homes may be in trees, under porches, or in piles of rock. Inside, they make cozy nests of grass and leaves. Then they crawl out of their dens at night to find food. Possums hunt snakes, insects, birds, frogs, and mice. So now we're learning about the diet of the possum. It's saying that when they crawl out of their den, they will eat snakes, insects, birds, frogs, and mice. That's a big variety of diet right there. All right, now I'm going to look at the caption. Possums also eat fruit, nuts, dead animals, and smelly garbage. Wow. Not a picky eater. All right, here we go. We got teeny tiny babies. Teeny tiny babies. Mother possums also give birth in their dens. They can have up to 20 babies in one litter. These little possums, called joeys, are born blind and furless. They're about the size of a honeybee. Joeys have tiny tails that will someday grow anywhere from 9 to 20 inches. Possums use their tails to help grasp things and to balance while they climb trees. A place to grow big. Tiny baby possums need a safe place to keep growing. Luckily, a mother possum has just the thing, a pouch. But the joeys need help finding it. The mother possum licks a trail in her fur. When the joeys are born, they follow the trail and curl into her pouch. Once inside, the joeys drink milk from their body. Boys and girls, do you know any other animals have a pouch? A kangaroo. Absolutely. Good job. Now, the caption here says marsupials. Can you say marsupials? Marsupials are animals with pouches for their babies. Most live in Australia. The possum is the only one that lives in North America. What a cool animal. Our heading says hanging on. After 8 weeks, Each baby is about the size of a mouse. They are too big to fit inside the pouch, but they're too young to live on their own. So the mother possum gives her baby a piggyback ride. The joeys cling onto their mother's fur and watch as she looks for food. Let's look at the heading here. Let's look at the caption. If a joey falls off its mother's back and makes sneezing noises to get her attention. What an intelligent animal. Our heading here, staying safe. When a possum is about 5 months old, it's ready to live on its own. Its mother has taught it how to find food and make a nest. It's also ready to protect itself. If an enemy comes by, the young possum knows just how to fool it. Let's look at the caption. Most possums live for about 2 years in the wild. All right, another tricky defense. Hog-nosed snake. That's interesting that they're talking about a completely different animal in the story, but let's see what this is. Maybe there's like a connection to why they're choosing to discuss the hog-nosed snake. Like the possum, the hog-nosed snake tries to fool its enemies. This scaly snake flips over and pretends to be dead. It lets out a stinky smell and blood drips from its mouth. The snake may even spit up its last meal. Yuck. Once the enemy leaves, the snake rolls on its back or in its belly. It slithers away. The hog-nosed snake. All right, so I see the connection there. The reason they mention the hog-nosed snake is because its defense mechanism is similar to the possum. Now here, we got the glossary. I was telling you before that some of these words in the text that were bold-faced would be found here. Now I'm just going to jump to the word den, because I remember that being discussed. It says dens. So dens are homes. So when they said dens, they're basically talking about the home of the possum. Homes where animals rest, hide from enemies, and have babies. Cling, to hold onto something tightly. Grasp, to take hold of something firmly. Growl, to make a low, deep sound. Litter, a group of babies born at the same time to the same mother. Marsupials, animals that carry their babies in pouches on their bellies. Predator, an animal that hunts another animal for food. Snarls, growls while showing teeth. Squirt, to push out a stream of liquid. Waddles, walks using short steps, moving side to side. I hope you enjoyed the story, boys and girls. I loved it. See you soon.